Let me tell you a secret. The most profitable businesses, they're boring, very boring. No Lambos, no beach pics, no entrepreneur lifestyle BS, just money. Lots and lots of money. And while the wannabes chase shiny objects, smart people are quietly banking 10K, 50K, even 100K per month from businesses that are so boring that nobody brags about them on Instagram. Want to know what they are? Well, let's get into it right now, right after you gently tap that like button. Now, I'm Shane Hummus, and I went from being a homeless kid to having a good six-figure job, but also having to get multiple six figures in student loan debt to get that job. And then I became a YouTube millionaire. Yeah, boring story, I know. But here's what I learned. And by the way, I learned this by trying to start just about every freaking make money online offer out there, all the way from drop shipping to trading to Amazon FBA to affiliate marketing, just about everything. And the flashy businesses, the sexy ones, they're usually losing money. The real money, it's in the boring stuff that nobody talks about and nobody wants to talk about because it's boring. Just like in my apartment complex, there's this elevator made by a company called Otis. And I was actually curious because these guys are everywhere. And almost all elevators you see are from Otis. And then I looked it up and I was shocked to see that they made $14 billion in a year. But you never hear about them, right? And that's the thing. Boring wins. It's the thing that makes people yawn at parties. But it's the thing that makes people excited when they see the number in their bank account. And today I'm going to be showing you 5 businesses so boring that your friends will think you're crazy until they see your bank account. Then they'll want in, because they always do. And the first one is going to be a virtual assistant agency. And this is peak boring, okay? You manage people who do boring tasks for other people. Email management, calendar scheduling, data entry, video editing. It's like running a digital secretary pool from 1952. But Phelan Galoob made it to 6 figures, managing virtual assistants. Mary Carrasquillo, she made it to 8K per month at 24. And at the highest level, this type of business is called a BPO, or business process outsourcing business. There are tons of tiny BPOs that are making 10K per month, 50K per month, 100K per month, or more. And what they do is they do business process outsourcing for very specific careers. And typically, you take a boring business process and then you outsource it to people in the Philippines or something like that, and you simply just manage the people that are working in the business. That's it. Now, of course, you could manage the people working in the business, or you could do recruiting as well. And one of my clients who posts on YouTube and only gets about 100 to 200 views per video does this exact thing, and he makes $2 million a year. Now, this client does want to remain anonymous because obviously he doesn't want extra competition, but he basically places a very specific and important position in the technology industry that's very difficult to find. And every time he places somebody, he gets paid $50,000. And he gets all of his leads from a tiny YouTube channel that gets 100 to 200 views per video. So yeah, boring businesses like recruiting people for the right career or business process outsourcing are amazingly profitable. So if you have experience in a boring industry or a boring career, then consider getting into this because it's very lucrative. And also consider starting a YouTube channel to promote your offer because it's basically free real estate at this point.
What's happening, guys? Quick break. So this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be having a training, and I want you to join me at my apartment here, and we will be doing a live training. Now, if you're watching this in the future, check the link in the description, the pinned comment below, to see if we're still doing the training. You know, it's a limited time, but we may still be doing it, so definitely check that link. If not, we'll have some free training for you, so click the link anyways. But yeah, you will be able to interact directly with me. I'm going to be answering questions on how you can grow a YouTube channel just like I did. I'm going to be telling my backstory about exactly how I did it, giving details that I don't give anywhere else, and basically telling my story and telling you guys exactly how you can do it as well. So if that's something that's interested to you, I know a lot of people message me all the time about growing on YouTube, growing their personal brand, basically starting an online business, which I think YouTube actually pairs with literally any other online business you want to start. And I show you exactly how that works. So again, click the link in the description below. Attend the online training. It's just 1 hour. It'll be the most valuable hour that you spend this entire year. So don't miss out on it. Click that link and I'll see you there.
High ticket coaching and consulting. So just a few examples of some of my clients that are doing this. One of my clients helps accountants get into a position that's known as a financial controller, which is basically a very high level accountant that can make as much as $250,000 or more per year. So basically they help accountants get promoted. Dead boring. Oh yeah, they're making 7 figures a year doing that. Another one of my clients helps people choose the right certifications and master's degrees. And even though he's doing it as a side hustle, he's making $15,000 a month. Another one of my clients helps women get into cybersecurity jobs. And last time I checked in with her, she was making over $80K per month. Again, dead boring. But here's the thing, boring problems equals serious money. Josh, another one of my clients, helps beginners get into IT jobs, and he's making $186,000 a month. Joaquin helps international students get into Ivy League universities. And when he launched his program, he did over $80,000 in a single month as a college student. And what does he help them do? Get good scores on tests, fill out applications, write essays. Dead boring. And Physics Wallow was from a tiny village in India and literally started on YouTube just teaching physics on a whiteboard with an iPhone camera. And from YouTube, he was able to start a company that's now worth $2.8 billion. Again, dead boring to most people. Meanwhile, everyone else is trying to be the next Casey Neistat or the next Mr. Beast or the next Jake Paul, which is exciting, but 99.9% of people fail. But the smart people are doing the boring shortcut. And boring shortcuts are profitable, very profitable, because you're solving people's problems, you're saving them time, and you know what you can't get back in life? Time. Now, if you're thinking, I could do some of this boring stuff, but you don't know how to package it, price it, sell it, get traffic for it, well, that's what I can help with. Book a call below and let's make your boring knowledge profitable. All right, this next one is hilarious and dead boring as well, and that is SaaS reselling or SaaS white labeling. Now, what is SaaS? It's software as a service. You probably use a lot of SaaS every single day of your life. And what a lot of people don't know is you can actually just take a SaaS that already works, white label it, meaning you put your own website name and your own logo on it, customize it, and then sell it. Just as an example, there's a very well-known company named Go High Level, and you can white label their SaaS and you can make it specific to a type of business, right? So you could make it specific for plumbing companies, for instance. And it helps plumbing companies get more customers, organize their customers, and take care of them, right? So you could make Dentist CRM, $97 a month, or Plumbersoft, $197 a month, or Lawyer Tool, $297 a month. Revolutionary. And guess what? Keaton Walker made $1.5 million last year doing this, just posting videos about how to use Go High Level from software that he didn't even build. And Jake Jagorvin, he made $660,000 last year, reselling boring tools to boring businesses. And the most boring part, recurring revenue. Same amount every month, like clockwork. So boring, so predictable, and yet so profitable. All right, next boring business is a social media management agency. For instance, you could be a YouTube social media manager, and you basically start an agency where you make YouTube videos for other people. So all they have to do is record and you take care of everything else. Now, just about every business owner out there knows that they need to be on YouTube, but they think that it's too much work. You know, they don't know how to use a camera, they don't know how to write scripts, they don't know how to edit videos, and it's just too much work overall. So what do? They hire YouTube agencies to do 90% of the work for them. For instance, one of my clients, Juan, bought my coaching program to learn how to do YouTube, started an agency, and now he's doing content for other people. And he's from Colombia and he's still crushing it, charging some clients $10,000+ a month. Now he is literally doing all the grunt work that the business owners don't want to do. They just get to do the fun stuff and he has to do the grunt work. And that's pretty boring and it's pretty tedious, but it makes really good money. And finally, the ultimate boring business model that actually works with every other business model out there is the hybrid personal brand. And I recommend starting your hybrid personal brand on YouTube. Now, why is it boring? Because you're sitting alone talking to a camera and you're usually going to be talking about boring topics that you already solved like 3 to 5 years ago, stuff that's simple and easy to you, but to other people, it's super helpful. Because when you start a personal brand, the typical way that most people do it is they just solve problems for the younger version of themselves. So a lot of the time, they're gonna be solving tedious problems like my client that helps accountants become financial controllers, or my other client, Thomas, that helps middle to old age men in France that are usually CEOs, doctors, lawyers, business owners, etc., lose belly fat and get in shape. Oh, and did I mention Thomas makes $10 million a year doing this? Now, do you think that Thomas is super passionate about helping older men in France that are usually CEOs, executives, etc., lose belly fat? Well, I imagine at one point he was, but now probably not so much. And this is also what I do on my main channel. I typically talk about careers, college degrees, alternative education, stuff that is super boring to most people. And the result is multiple 6 figures per month every single month. I've got a client who gets about 500 to 1,000 views per video, and he basically does IT consulting for a very specific suite of software products. And these are software products that business owners typically use. And last year he made well over $10 million doing this with his YouTube channel. Another client, Davis, helps people become management consultants. And he owns a portfolio of companies, but last year his management consulting company did over 7 figures. And he promotes it from YouTube. Again, super boring. But all the videos that my clients make, every single time they make a video, it's like a little soldier that's gonna work for them 24/7, getting them views, subscribers, and making them money for the next 10 or 20 years. And every single day, thousands and thousands of new people are gonna be searching keywords, and my clients' videos are gonna be popping up. And there's so many different ways that you can monetize this. Like I said, you can make a hybrid personal brand and then do just about any other business model with it. AdSense, affiliate marketing, courses, coaching, Amazon FBA, anything else. All boring, all stacking, and all profitable. So while everyone else is chasing day trading or crypto or NFTs or drop shipping, you can make a boring business where you're simply just solving problems for the younger version of yourself and be absolutely racking in the cash. Because boring usually doesn't get that many views. It also doesn't get that many likes, and it usually doesn't go viral, but it works. Now, you might be wondering, Shane, I get it. Personal branding is good, but what is the hybrid part of personal branding? Well, everyone knows that they should start a personal brand, right? The most powerful people and the richest people in the world, like Oprah and Elon Musk, all started personal brands. And everyone knows that if you are gonna start a personal brand, you should do it on social media. And the most powerful social media platform by far, where people are launching literally billion-dollar companies, is YouTube, right? So you know that you should start a personal brand and you know you should be on YouTube. But what is the hybrid part? Well, before it would literally take decades to build your personal brand. Now, because of AI, social media, and systems, you can build your personal brand in as little as a few months or a few years. And that is the hybrid part. You take the classical parts of building a personal brand and you combine them with AI, systems, and social media, and that's like putting rocket fuel on the fire. And I've gotten my main channel down to the point where I only have to spend 4 hours a week to maintain it. That's it. Everything else is taken care of for me. And if you wanna know exactly how to do this yourself, like I said, I'm doing an audit, but it's only gonna be for 5 people, and we're only gonna do it until the end of the week. So sign up for a call down below immediately, but only do it if you're serious about growing and making money on YouTube. And what we'll do is we'll figure out what you're doing now, figure out where you wanna be, we'll map out a boring plan to get you from where you are right now to where you wanna be, and then we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. It's a 45-minute call and it's free, but we're very picky about who we work with. So only apply if you're serious about growing and making money on YouTube. And if you wanna see an example of somebody that we worked with, check out this interview we did right here with one of our clients, Sean, where we got him from 30K per month and being stuck at 30K per month for a long time, all the way up to over 500K per month within 9 months. And you can check that out by clicking right here.